2 of live day trading NASDAQ futures. Today we actually took a trade in Asia session today on our 150k combines. Lost that. It's fine. Still part of the strategy. Stayed within the rules. Today, or for NASDAQ session, I have 550k combines that I can look to trade today. I'm looking for an entry now off this 5-minute rejection wick here, as you guys can see. I'm potentially looking for a long, as you can see on the 1 minute. So hopefully price taps into this rejection block, which is also, I guess, engineered liquidity on the 1 minute. So that's a good little tap in there. I might look at getting in a position now.
Order filled.
And having a stop loss at around about that. About 10 points off of the rejection block right there. I'm just going to scale in just a little bit more there. We're risking, what's that, 1%, $500 approximately. Okay, so we're in 20 micros here. And we're just going to target internal sort of high right there to hit the 50% rule of our accounts there. So have a nice rejection. Very good to see. Okay, so and what I do like about this counter trend trade, as some of you guys might know, if you guys can see massive impulse. Let's just have a quick overview of today. Asia accumulated bearishly, London also accumulated within Asia, and then New York distributed bearishly as well. We tapped in the massive leg here into a previous 4-hour, I guess, internal protected low here. If you look at the 1 hour, we might have some clear, sharp pictures here. Yeah, sort of this 1 hour order block, as you guys can see. Here, this 1 hour order block, we tapped into that, okay, very nicely. And now we're having a rejection. So I'm looking for a very quick counter trend micro scalp, I guess, not micro, but a counter trend scalp. What I like about this is, one, we tapped into high time frame area of interest or points of interest, which is in this case the 1 hour order block. At this order block, we created a 5-minute rejection wick, as you guys can see on this side. If I pull this here, you can see that wick there. Okay, and on this wick, we engineered liquidity, which is this one in between. Or if you look on the 1 minute, you've got this inducement, essentially. Same thing, engineered liquidity, inducement, same thing. In between this double bottom, which I like, is part of my counter trend trading requirements. So you got one bottom here and another bottom here, and so we've had the rejection, and so that was I guess part of my entry criteria there. And yeah, we just look to take a long in this case. I might get wicked out here. It looks like it's continuing bullish, bearish, so it might be a quick exit here.
Order
oh yes, I just realized, chat. 10 a.m. New York candle. I just realized, sorry, 10 a.m. New York time, or the new 4-hour candle was just being made. Probably a bad time to enter a trade, I guess, with that introduction of massive volatility. Let's zoom out really quickly before we dive into any new trades. Let's have a quick look, chat. That was my mistake. Anyways, small loss, 1%, not too bad. We still got a few more shots for today that we can fire. Let's see how price is faring out on the 1 minute here. Looks like it's gone for a bit of a deeper sweep. I definitely feel like we are due for a pullback, a little bit of a pullback bullish before coming back to continue the bearish move. I could be wrong. Could be a bit of a fake out here, trapping all of the longs. Okay, I just want to see how it reacts. Ultimately, externally, chat, we are actually bearish though, as you can see. If I just delete all of these fancy lines, price on the 4-hour time frame failed to push bullishly. It rejected this, or respected this protected high, failed to close above it strongly. So now we've got a weak low to target. Price will most likely make its way towards that, which means I should probably shift my bias bearish. But to be honest, in these conditions, there's not really many opportunities for a short. So I guess that's why I wanted to take a bit of a counter trend trade, but definitely not being reacted to the markets. I'm trying to predict it, which is bad. So that's a small, decent booked loss there, chat. But pretty valid trade. Actually, I was thinking about taking a bit of a 1 minute or actually a 5 minute rejection block trade earlier, but I missed it, and that's sort of why maybe I even FOMO'd in. That's all right. Not a worry. We're gonna sit and just wait for another great opportunity. Today I'm featured with Stonks McGee yet again. Stonks, how you going?
I'm still in that trade for gold.
Yep. Do you want to tell chat what you got cooking up?
Mate, I've been in this trade for this past hour, I think. Actually, since open, so 30 minutes. Look, I still believe that I used a little bit of fundamental news and whatnot, and because gold, the investors had taken some profits, we expect a slow climb back up to the previous day high. That's why I've just put in a long just after volatility from market open died down for a long, and I already took partials at the 4 hour high. I just am trying to figure out where I'm going to put this, because look, I used the Fibonacci retracement and it set me up here-ish, but we'll see. I'm getting tired. I don't want to trade for this long.
The fatigue's kicking in.
Yeah, it is, and I don't want to. Like, what am I happy with? I know it will hit. I know I'm confident with that amount of volatility with the sell and it being bought right up. Mate, I just know it's going to hit somewhere high, but what am I comfortable with? $300, $600. Like, this is where I struggle with. I'm a very new trader. I can manage my stop loss fine. It's just, what am I comfortable with taking profit? How about you? What do you think?
Oh man, like really, maybe you should. It's kind of vague. I feel like your trading plan is lacking a clear TP.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to figure out now.
Well, if you've got a clear defined entry plan, then you should be able to, from there on out, figure out a clear exit plan. So I ask, what is your entry rules or criteria that is required before you enter a trade? Like, what conditions need to be met before you enter a trade?
No, that is true. Like, I have to look over the TP status as well for the, like, oh mate, I'm so tired. I might even just close this and go to bed.
Yeah, might be a wise idea. Especially if are you up?
Nah, I'm still down a little bit.
Well, ultimately, what's more important? A couple extra $100 buckaroonies, which you can make tomorrow. When you're fresh.
It is pumping up a little bit. Comes as a 4 hour high. Look, if it's gonna hit that, or goes back to Asia high, that'd be too much.
Order filled.
Okay.
What did you do? Did you short just now?
Yes, I am shorting NASDAQ right now. Good eye. Let's just go back to what I'm looking at, chat. Pretty simple trade setup, I guess. If we have a look at my screen, chat, I was debating a short entry possibility, but the problem was I just didn't know where I could find an entry. Now that on the low time frame, there's been a break of structure, bearish. there was a retracement into a pretty solid Fibonacci area on the leg. I'm going to say OTE approximately. Let's have a look. 0.786 to the T. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm actually going to increase right here. I'm going to just tighten my stop loss a smidgen. I like the sounds of this trades, chat. I did expect a bit of a pullback into this sort of into this 4-hour candle. What am I looking at? I need a TP. I don't need a TP around that much. So this is my short chat. Let's have a look at what we're cooking up. Have a short here. So protected high. Price does want to pull back a smidgen into this 4-hour candle. We need to have a top wick before it continues bearish. So I think downside is I might have entered a little bit too early without waiting for confirmation. Let me have a look. No, I think there's some valid confirmation. I think this trade, if I lose it, it's just variance here. I have an issue with this sort of short, I guess. I'll sort of cover this protected high. I might have too tight of a stop loss though, chat, not gonna lie. I am sort of clenching here. Oh my days. Should have maybe just oh, this is not good. Chat. Alright. 2 hours today, chat. It just worked my stop loss, and I'm gonna assume it's gonna start coming down now because that is what's gonna happen. Unlucky. Too tight of a stop loss. Over leverage for sure.
Have a look at this.
I should have maybe expanded this bad boy right there, maybe something like that. What do you got cooking up?
Do I just take profit here?
So what do you have cooking up, man? What do you got going on?
Sorry, 1 second. Like, man, I don't see Delta slowing down anytime soon. Delta's 1.2K, 1.5K now. Like, am I gonna FOMO if I take my increase my stop loss? Maybe. Holy. I might take partials. Oh fuck.
Oh, that's alright. You took it all. I'll be using the chat, bro.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think you made your made an easy decision to whether you want to go sleep or not.
Ah, my fucking. I hope it goes down now. Fucking.
Yeah. You'd want to hope, otherwise you'd be kicking yourself.
I was gonna take partials. Oh, it's still pretty strong though. The next 5 minute is a 908 delta. But I knew it. Something was up during here. Look,
yeah.
Something was up during here. These negative, like all these negative wicks, their deltas were too small for it not to be indication of something. Look, this delta is actually positive 483. Look at this delta. It's positive 66, positive 420. Then you go into a positive week, negative 65 delta, and then shoots right up.
Yeah, right.
So I'm sure there's someone, I'm not saying I can predict the moves, but someone's watching these deltas or order flow, and then the big movers are working accordingly with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it's conspiracy, but this is just what I noticed.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Interesting read. Interesting read,
Oh,
bro.
fuck off.
Okay, good. Well, that's good, man. Look, at least it makes the decision easy for you as to whether you want to stay up or not, or sleep.
I'm done.
Yep.
Oh,
I think that might
stop
be a
me
good
out
little finesse.
Oh yeah, full ball.
Oh, it's coming down, mate. You TP perfectly.
Accidentally, I think. Oh well.
Well, chat, I think that's all we have for today's session. Thanks, Stonks, for your sesh. I unfortunately
Thank you.
over leveraged. Just wanted to full port these counts too quick, man. You know what I mean? Unfortunatitis. Look, lesson learned. I have my 50Ks, 150Ks tomorrow to trade Asia session. I might stream it, might not. There's about 1.6K daily max loss limit left on that. I'm just pretty shooketh about how tight my stop loss was. Maybe should have waited for a little bit more confirmation before taking this trade. Oh well. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Oh well, chat. That's pretty much all we have for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
See you
Bye.
guys.